All right, so now we're going to look at the scenario. Here we go, right?
Sorry.
Where we try to go for these guillotines, whatever the case is, and my partner doesn't start stacking me, doesn't roll through, but I feel like the guillotine is just not there, and I feel like I'm not able to set the hands properly. I'm not going to be able to actually get a good bite on the guillotine, and maybe I'm even losing my partner's head. So right from here, we attempt to go for that same Sumi Gaeshi action that we looked to go into previously. Now, right from this position, if I have my partner's arm trapped, it's much easier to load my partner's weight up and onto me because I have control over the head and the arm, and that makes the Sumi Gaeshi easier, okay? And it gives me better control overall. Many times, if I have any kind of arm out version from here, when I try to hit the Sumi Gaeshi from this position, number one, I go and the head just pops out, my partner pops the head out and bases, like so, or two, my partner will take this hand and she'll bring it all the way over and base on the floor and try to use it for base up in this position and go into a high tripod and make things hard for me. Whether she bases out on the floor like so, or whether I go for the guillotine and the head just starts to pop out, we're just going to immediately start taking our hand up into position to go into shoulder crunch Sumi Gaeshi. Where right from here we switch to shoulder crunch, my partner goes to push back into me, and now we just hit a shoulder crunch, we take our partner out and over to the right side, as we've seen many times before. So either I'm losing the head, or my partner goes into a 4-point position, where I'm going to take my partner up and over from a situation where I don't have my partner's arm controlled, and from here she either bases the hand and she goes into a high 4-point like so. We just go in right here and we look to start going in, getting our hands in position, going shoulder crunch. Or I go to take her over, maybe I go to hit the Sumi Gaeshi and she bases and sits the weight back and the head pops out. As that happens, we just go right in, we go right into our shoulder crunch, and we go to work right from here. So we chain a failed guillotine, a failed Sumi Gaeshi, and then we hit a third part of the trilemma, and we go into shoulder crunch Sumi Gaeshi, we'll go back in the opposite direction.